Welcome back, everyone, to Third Street Reactions. I'm Zach.
I'm Shane.
We are back with Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 9. Do you remember what happened about 5 minutes ago?
God, let me think. The big thing, Zeke, he really surprised us a lot.
Yeah, he turned out to be helping our men and women from Paradis.
Yeah.
And Levi and the rest of the scouts are kind of pissed that they had to come bail Aaron's ass out.
They did, and they lost Sasha.
But evidently, Zeke and his fellow compatriots, their plan has been some time in the making.
Yeah.
Like a survey crew.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Something like that, but they're on the ships. Mm-hmm. And what's her name? Peak?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she went there and recognized the woman, knew she was a follower of Zeke's, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why he's there. It doesn't make sense to me why they'd be wanting to work with him, other than the fact that he has the interests of the Eldians in mind.
They obviously don't like each other.
And has come to terms with how bad Marley and the situation has become. So
is there just information we don't know? I mean,
it has to be.
Like, I actually liked Roy Tiber quite a bit, and I like Colonel McGath, but they didn't explicitly say it, and I might be pulling here a little bit, but they made it sound like Eldia itself needs to just be gone. Like the Eldians in a way, you know what I mean? But I don't think he meant, like, let's genocide everybody. I don't really know what he meant. I think, I gathered that we just need to redo this country and we can't rely on the power of the Titans. That's kind of what I gathered from him. If we found out that they were just going to kill all the Eldians, which I don't think that's going to happen, why would Zeke do this?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know why he's there.
He's just a flip-flopper, man. Pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe he realized something, came across some information.
Yeah.
Or if he'd been planning on abandoning the Marlians for some time. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like after I did that, I'd have to just... I made my bed, I have to lie in this one. I don't want to jump in the other one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just feel like even the Patriot, like...
I don't know, Vader. You can't say that, though, because of Vader.
Well, he turned bad, and he gave his life... He died to do one good thing to save his son. That's different than I think...
You don't know what's going on here. He might end up dying, too.
He better.
I'm just saying, we don't know yet, so you can't you can't just flop back and forth with Vader, who's like almost probably the #1 villain of all time.
Yeah.
In terms of fame. He did that shit. He could have made his bed.
I feel like Zeke would need to do the most heroic version.
His brother.
Yeah, maybe that's it, but they're not out there saving kids.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
That's like Vader just joined the rebellion and killing more people, like killing other children.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I don't like Zeke.
Yeah.
And I wish several times I was so happy to see him get his ass kicked by Levi. Yeah. But this being the case, I would like to see this pan out and know more. It's made it more intriguing.
Yeah, it has. I feel like they need to have some showdown again. You figured they would.
I imagine that would have to be the case, but unless something else happens that's horrible and dark and just as justifiable, we'll find out. We got to roll. Yeah,
and well, Sasha's dead, and that sucks. Guys, before we jump in, if you want to watch a reaction, we don't put it on YouTube. We put it on our Patreon. It's for free for everybody. Just click on that link. Come back here to watch our post-act. You don't want to miss it. We also have the next 4 weeks on there if you do want to support the channel financially. We appreciate it. Let's jump in.
This will be on the house, right?
Yeah. My dad would have said too.
You gotta pay for it, right?
This is a badass episode. I liked it. It's very plot driven and character driven as well. I always love when we have civilizations like share technology. It's weird. It's like I don't watch reactions. If I could react to when the Spanish came here and what that was like, or when the Spanish were walking to on that man-made island. Yes, yeah. It's like that's how it's phonetically. Yeah. It's pronounced differently, but yeah. Now it's just in Mexico. It's like all concrete, but it was like this marvel of place. Imagine like them walking and like, Jesus, look at all this, you know? Because they're Spain, you know, it wasn't anything to write home about during that time. You know what I mean?
No, I mean you probably had some wonders in terms of architecture and the major epicenters.
And England was even worse when they were going through their when we were going through our industrial revolution. I guess a couple centuries later, it was like even worse. You know what I mean? To me, I always think that stuff is so freaking cool.
Lost to history now.
I guess we have. I can't remember what it is. It might have been. I think it was Aztec, but like the Spanish burned our library, but we've saved 3 books. But there was like a library of them and like the history of what was going on in that continent.
Yeah.
Yep. It might have been Mayan. It's one of them. But anyways, Yelena and the black guy with a very exotic name that I can't remember.
Yeah.
He seemed cool. But Yelena, I don't trust her ass. I'll tell you that right now.
No, she's like a crazy lady.
She's a crazy lady.
She reminds me of a zealot.
Yeah, like staring at Zeke with wide eyes.
Yeah, I think she's just going to blindly follow whatever he says, so it doesn't really matter.
When you see that blimp, I kind of didn't put together that, oh yeah, they didn't have a blimp before because they were shooting him down. Anyone who came up with that idea, they were killed. Like it was like in one scene that Erwin was describing. Like it was like a flash of different scenes and there was like a 2-second scene. You actually pointed out.
We're probably drunk.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah,
maybe. A lot of times
probably.
Back then.
Yeah, probably. But no, I guess it makes sense to them to be the most insane thing. And the idea of like having like magazines or just different. You wonder if eventually they would evolve that technology similarly.
I don't know, because I mean, it probably depends on the demand of what they're up against.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're fighting these Titans all the time, the technology, obviously ODM gear, the blades.
That's kind of where that
cannons,
technology went. Yeah.
They might have developed better cannons, more precise cannons, long-range cannons, distance weapons, but the rifle will
like a
But what would the rifle do? You know
nothing,
what I mean? To a Titan. So that's what I'm saying. They may have developed different kinds of technologies.
Yeah, you're right. It's interesting when you go anywhere in the world, we all developed bow and arrows, or a version of it. Mm-hmm. Isn't that crazy?
Projectile weapons.
Yeah.
Well, I think what was it?
We had
Africa, there weren't any bow and arrows in Central and Southern Africa in terms of, didn't they use the spears?
Yeah, early on we all kind of used spears, but like later on, most of us.
No, you're right. I was just getting the time frame mixed up because I was thinking of those sticks, and they put the spear in the stick,
and they do this.
Fucking throw it.
Yeah, Zeke wants to free all the Eldians. I'm just trying to wonder, like, that's what Gabby wants. Like, is he hedging his bet that like it's better to go with these guys?
Well, because he has the founding Titan.
Yeah.
But he needs someone of royal blood.
I mean, he definitely.
Which he is.
Yeah.
But isn't fucking Historia.
Historia is, yeah.
Yeah. So.
But I think she needs to be a Titan, or she needs to be like touching all the time.
Because he was touching her when he used the power, right? No, it was
he
the
touched
mother.
Dina Fritz.
Yeah.
But when he kissed her hand, he realized it too, I think. Yeah. Radio, they don't have a fucking, obviously. Yeah, to them that's like a crazy deal. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know what? When they were on the blimp, I think they had radio. I'm pretty sure they were using that when they were on the roof. Connie and Sasha, I think. I'm pretty sure. They contact the blimp.
Yeah.
Yeah. The idea that Nicola, this captive Marley, fall in love with a local girl. That's a sad deal.
Yeah. And just very short-lived.
Yeah, I mean, they were there for 3 years. I don't know, how much interaction they had. I mean, I'm sure it'll maybe develop it I don't say retroactively, like they came up with it as they went along, but we'll probably see more of their relationship. It makes her character even better and more tragic that she died. And that, like, that this Marley could love an Eldian. And that these Eldians, they could be cool with these Marleyans. They respected the fact that he came to visit her grave, and I always wonder how often that happened in history, when you would be a prisoner of war somewhere and then like the guards would be cool when you guys would have a friendship, and like all throughout, especially the world wars, like during Christmas and stuff like that, there would be these ceasefires and even soldiers drinking with each other, playing soccer. It's crazy to think about.
Yeah, I remember the ceasefires and everything, the armistice.
Yeah. And it was cool to see Sasha's dad again. He's just a cool character. Yeah, I think I like his voice actor. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you think of Zeke?
Not a lot of action, but it was a good episode.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of action. Yeah. What do you think of Zeke and everything? Him and Levi?
I don't like him. I don't like his fucking uppity attitude.
I don't like it.
And I'm hoping for him to become mincemeat at some point. But
I want it to be really good though.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't want yeah.
I just have to wonder.
Take him out to the redwood forest, right?
Yeah.
How would you feel like if you were the guys on top making decisions? Like, do you trust Zeke? Do you not trust them? Are these people that gave you all this technology, but Yeah,
to keep him out away from everything so he doesn't try to turn into the fucking Titan.
Yeah. Whew, Jesus. And
fucking try to eat Aaron.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't like him. I don't like him. Nothing's changed that.
Yeah.
And,
no, nothing changed it for me either.
No.
I am intrigued though, like of his play, and
like where's this gonna go? Because you think he was so invested in what they were doing.
Yeah. Like what changed in those 3 years after their failure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, unless he's been planning it for a while. I don't know. Even when he was there.
That makes me even more mad. I think. I don't know why.
Letting people die, you could eat them now, or whatever. It's like,
yeah. Well, there was a part when he was talking about, like, before he jumped out of the airplane, because of our failures, why this war happened. It's almost like, if that was a failure, I think he might have come up with a plan after he left Paradis.
Yeah.
Like sometime after their world war started,
yeah,
maybe he had some kind of realization that things need to change, or Eldia's not going to last, or our way of life's going to die out. But you have to be so committed to your cause, because you got a lot of Eldians killed doing this plan.
Yeah.
A lot of Eldians killed, including people like he directly or...
Well, you had 2 different plans. 3 different, presumably 2 at least, at play here, because you had the Tiber guy, his plan with... Is
his plan part of that plan?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I feel like it's not. I feel like they were aware of it. They had their own little plan, and then you got fucking Aaron and Zeke's plan.
Yeah.
Coinciding with it. Conflicting.
Was it Aaron and Zeke's? Was there a scene with Aaron and Zeke? I can't remember.
They discussed it like...
oh, you're right. They both were talking like, oh, now you have us. Yeah. Why did you say I get to meet Aaron? He did meet him. They were on the plane together.
Well, that was later. That was after... That was when that's...
No,
you're right. Yeah. They brought him back. Yeah, I don't fucking know.
There's a little bit of maybe a mistranslation.
Plot hole there.
Or a mistranslation.
Maybe.
Like, when can I see Aaron? Maybe like
the Japanese... Some lazy fuck over there making their goddamn...
Well, maybe script. Like they use the same word for meet and see, and when they translate
someone should look back and say, wait a minute, he did meet him. Yeah. Where's that guy?
Yeah.
Sit at the table like that fucking nerd over there at Star Wars, or he's like the living encyclopedia of all that knowledge. Who the fuck's that guy?
Leland. I can't remember. Yeah, they call him the Holocron Geek.
Yeah, it's like you can't do that because of this, and this, and it's like we need that guy.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much all I got. I mean, it was good to see those moments with Sasha, and I imagine there are more flashbacks over the past 3 years. It seems like a lot happened. So, character, well, she'll live on in the show, but the end of her timeline we have seen, it was very good. Yeah. Hopefully we get more happy moments with her before all this. Anyways, guys, before we jump out of here, if you want to support us, check us out on Patreon. We have full-length uncut reactions. We also have the next 4 on there. And also, for everybody, if you don't want to be a financial contributor, you can go there for free to watch all our Attack on Titan reactions, because we don't put them on YouTube. So we're out of here.